Can you even believe this nonsense? Prince Harry, the guy who couldn't wait to ditch the royal family like yesterday's trash, is suddenly packing up his Montecito mansion and hightailing it out of California. We're talking full-on abandonment here, folks. Not a quick vacation, not some soul-searching retreat. This is the prince who strutted around like he was too good for the crown, too enlightened for the palace drama, and now he's scrambling like a rat off a sinking ship. It's infuriating, isn't it? The sheer audacity of it all makes my blood boil. How does someone who spent years trashing his own bloodline, milking every grievance for Netflix gold, suddenly decide that sunny Cali isn't safe enough anymore? I'll tell you why. Because the ghosts from the past are clawing their way out, and they're carrying photos that could torch his fairy tale life to the ground. Let's lay this out straight. No sugarcoating. The bombshell hitting the headlines isn't some fluffy royal reunion rumor. No, this is dark, twisted stuff straight out of the underbelly of elite power plays. Ghislaine Maxwell, that convicted enabler locked away in her Florida prison fortress, has apparently decided she's done playing nice. 20 years behind bars will do that to you. Strip away the glamour, the connections, the illusions of invincibility. And word is, she's spilling secrets like a leaky faucet, including some damning yacht photos that allegedly feature Meghan Markle in the mix. Yacht photos, people. Not your average beach snaps or celebrity selfies. We're talking those shadowy high seas gatherings where the rich and infamous let their guards down. Maxwell, Epstein's right-hand woman in that whole sordid empire, supposedly has the goods. And if these images are surfacing, it's not for a nostalgia trip. It's because silence has lost its value, and revenge, or maybe just plain boredom in a cell, is a powerful motivator. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not here to sling mud without context. This is all swirling in the public domain as speculation and leaks. But the timing? It's too perfect to ignore. Harry bolts from Montecito right as these whispers turn into roars. Coincidence? Please, this man who once preached about mental health and breaking free from toxic environments is now fleeing his own paradise pad. Remember how he and Meghan painted the royal family as this oppressive machine, forcing them into exile? They cashed in big time on that narrative. Books, interviews, the whole victim playbook. And yet, here he is, abandoning the very freedom he fought for. It's the height of hypocrisy, isn't it? You can't claim you're done with the institution one minute and then rely on its shadows for protection the next. It's like burning down your family home and then showing up at the door begging for a spare room when the rain starts pouring. Let's crank this up a notch, because the hypocrisy here is thicker than royal fog. Harry and Meghan built their post-royal brand on being the rebels, the truth-tellers, the ones who exposed the monarchy's flaws. They waltzed into Oprah's living room and dropped bombs about racism, neglect, the works. Multi-million deals followed. Spare, the memoir that spared no one, podcasts where they philosophized about privacy while invading everyone else's. But now, with these yacht photo rumors bubbling up, suddenly privacy is sacred again? Give me a break. If Maxwell's exposing snapshots from those elite yacht escapades, it shines a brutal light on Meghan's pre-royal days back then, rubbing elbows with the ultra-wealthy on boats that scream excess. Was it all innocent networking? Maybe, but in the court of public opinion, proximity to Epstein's circle raises eyebrows that don't lower easily. And Harry, the protective husband, he's not sticking around to fight it with California lawyers and spin doctors. Nope, he's ditching Montecito, perhaps eyeing a return to the UK's fortified walls. How's that for ironic? The couple who screamed about the palace's control now needs its ironclad discretion more than ever.
Ugh, the sarcasm drips from this like honey on a hot scone. Imagine Harry lecturing the world on integrity while his own backyard starts looking like a minefield. We left for our safety, they said. Safety from what exactly? Paparazzi? Family feuds? Or was it always about outrunning shadows from the past? Rhetorically speaking, if you're so liberated in Montecito, why abandon it now? It's like claiming you're allergic to cats and then adopting a pride of lions. And let's not forget the analogies that hit home. This is like a kid who runs away from home, trashes his parents on social media, and then comes crawling back when the real world bites. Harry's move reeks of desperation, a frantic pivot from the self-made exile he once celebrated. Every time I think about it, I just shake my head. How do you build a life on authenticity when the foundation might be cracking under old secrets? But wait, let's frame this properly, because in the royal saga, there's always a villain and a hero. On one side, you've got Harry and Meghan, the self-proclaimed martyrs who couldn't hack the royal grind. They bolted, monetized their misery, and now face the blowback. Contrast that with Prince William and Catherine, the steadfast duo holding the fort. William stepping up as the future king, handling duties with quiet dignity. Catherine battling her own health scares but still showing up for the public with grace. The monarchy itself? It's endured wars, scandals, abdications. It's a machine built for longevity, not fleeting fame. Harry mocked it as archaic, yet here he is, potentially seeking its shelter. It's a stark divide, the heroes who stay and serve versus the villains who flee and complain. William doesn't abandon his posts, he fortifies them. Catherine doesn't cash in on personal pain, she channels it into causes. The monarchy represents stability, tradition, things Harry once dismissed as traps. Now, as these yacht photo exposures loom, that stability looks pretty appealing, doesn't it? It's a classic tale of the prodigal son, but this time the brother's not throwing a party, he's probably rolling his eyes. And don't think the public isn't noticing this farce. Oh no, the reactions are pouring in like a British downpour. Social media is ablaze. Tweets from the UK calling Harry a hypocrite, Aussies mocking the Montecito meltdown, Americans wondering why they ever bought into the Sussex saga. Good riddance to California, some say. Finally seeing the real colors, others chime in. It's validating, isn't it? As royal watchers, we've been gaslit for years, told the monarchy was the problem, not the couple's choices. But now, with Harry ditching his dream life amid these Maxwell revelations, the audience feels seen. Comment sections are full of "I told you so" moments, forums dissecting every yacht rumor as public perception shifts. It's not just gossip, it's a collective eye roll at the entitlement. People in the UK and Australia, where royal ties run deep, are especially vocal. He's welcome back, but on our terms, they say. This validation fuels the fire, proving that the emperor, or in this case the exiled prince, has no clothes. Now, zoom out to the broader implications because this isn't just a family spat, it's about power, relevance, and influence on a global scale. Harry's abandonment of Montecito signals a crumbling empire. Their Archwell Foundation, the Invictus Games glow, it's all at risk if these yacht photos paint Meghan in a compromising light. Power in Hollywood and elite circles thrives on image, and once tainted by Epstein-Maxwell associations, even as peripheral as public chatter suggests, recovery is brutal. Relevance? They positioned themselves as modern royals, influencers for good, but fleeing amid scandal screams irrelevance. Influence wanes when trust erodes, sponsors pull back, deals dry up. Think about it. The monarchy's influence is timeless, rooted in history, while the Sussex brand is as fragile as a house of cards in a breeze. If Maxwell's exposures stick, it questions everything, their advocacy, their narrative. It's a domino effect. Lose California credibility and what's left? A return to the fold they rejected? The irony is delicious. The couple who sought independence now grapples with the isolation of lost power. Rhetorically, who wins here? The institution that adapts or the rebels who overextend? Analogies abound. It's like a startup challenging a corporation only to beg for a bailout. Sarcasm aside, this exposes the myth of easy exits. Royal life isn't a job you quit without consequences. Emotional beats hit hard, frustration at the wasted potential, anger at the betrayal, disbelief at the turnaround. Harry's move isn't brave, it's a retreat. And as these photos potentially surface, the emotional toll on their image is catastrophic. Public perception frames them not as victims, but as architects of their own chaos. All right, let's ramp this to a fever pitch because I'm fired up now. How dare Harry abandon Montecito like it's disposable after preaching about building a new life? The gall. With Maxwell allegedly dropping these yacht bombshells on Meghan's past, it's not just photos, it's a reckoning. Years of positioning themselves as superior, holier than thou, and now the mask slips? It's outrageous, a slap in the face to everyone who bought their story. The hypocrisy burns, trashing the family that could shield them, only to run when the heat turns up. William and Catherine shine brighter in contrast, true royals weathering storms without the drama. This whole mess screams entitlement, a failed experiment in ego over duty. If Harry's truly panicking, it's because the fairy tale's fracturing, and no amount of PR can glue it back. The emotional whiplash is real, from admiration to disdain in record time. Enough is enough. The Sussex saga has jumped the shark. So, what do you think? Is Harry right to bolt, or is this the ultimate backpedal? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear from you in the UK and Australia especially, where royal loyalty runs deep. Smash that like button if this rant hit home, and subscribe for more unfiltered takes on the royals and celebs. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We've got more scandals brewing. Cheers, mates!